What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. I want to talk to you about some really cool concept bikes that are being showcased at the Tokyo Motor Show 2017. There's 3 bikes that I want to talk to you about, things that kind of caught my eye that I think is pretty interesting. For one, the very first one I want to talk to you about is the Honda Monkey 125. Now, last year I talked about this. It was just a patent that came out that Honda put out, and it was all based on the Honda Grom base model, but they're gonna make it more like a monkey, like an off-road scrambler type thing. I thought it was really cool. I still think it's really cool, but they actually put something out there at the Tokyo Motor Show. If you guys wanna check that video out where I talk more about it, there's a link in the description or in the card in the upper right corner. But basically, it's a Honda Grom motor and platform, but turned into the Honda Monkey. I think that's really cool. It's got knobbies and everything. So if you guys want to check more of that stuff out, click the link in the description where I talk more about the actual base and the actual bike itself. But they actually put it out. They really did. They put it out on the Tokyo Motor Show. Now the next one I want to talk about is the Honda Riding Assist -E. Now I did another video back in January 2017 talking about the Honda Riding Assist. It's basically their self-balancing motorcycle and just my thoughts on everything. But they came out with something different. Now this bike looks different than the Honda Riding Assist that I did the video on. This is an all-electric bike and it can stand unaided, doesn't need anybody, just like last time, but this one looks a little different. Now this bike constantly assesses its position and it moves the handlebars, so the front wheel, to keep it upright. Now it has this gyroscope. It's about the size of a small lamp. It's on the bike, so it's able to keep the bike from falling over. Now if you turn that off or if you take that off, the bike will just fall right over. So what Honda's trying to do here and what they're actually saying is that they want to be able to put this gyroscope on other bikes, big or small, to allow easier movement, to allow people that are with disabilities or shorter riders with bigger bikes to be able to actually just start riding, because now their bike won't tip over or fall over when they get off or get on. But this technology was originally derived from the Honda's S.M.A.R.T robot. If you guys know that one robot, that two-legged robot that Honda's been developing for many years, a lot of years. I remember as a kid seeing that thing pop up. But they're starting to get some cool technology out there, and I really like this because this is more of a safety thing. Because like I mentioned, how shorter riders on a taller bike, I mean, for myself, getting on a KLR 650 was a pain in the ass, but I still wanted to ride that bike. So this would be really interesting to see, maybe getting some smaller riders out there on some taller bikes, or getting some people out there that don't have necessarily the leg strength to hold the bike upright. That way they can just use the gyroscope. I think it's really interesting. Tell me what you guys think about that in the comments below. There's a lot more manufacturers out there putting out some balancing motorcycles. Speaking of self-balancing motorcycles and concept bikes here, Yamaha actually came out with an AI-powered motorcycle. Now this thing looks super duper futuristic. It looks kind of awkward and weird. And it even has an AI, it has artificial intelligence built into it. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. Like I said, this is all of a concept, but what Yamaha is wanting to do is make it so that you have a connection with the motorcycle. I don't understand exactly how that works, but they're playing on this to where the bike will start figuring out how you ride. The bike will interpret your signals basically on how to control the motorcycle. That I don't know. I'm not too keen on that. I feel like I want to be in 100% control of the bike. But just like in cars nowadays, to where they do have some form of AI to where they have like adaptive braking. If you're not paying attention to something in front of you, they'll actually start applying the brakes and slowing you down. So maybe this is something that would be really nice to have inside a motorcycle. Now the self-balancing thing is on this Yamaha too. So far from what I've read and what I've seen for this past year, I mean, they got the BMW self-balancing motorcycle, they got the Honda self-balancing motorcycle, now they have the Yamaha self-balancing motorcycle, and I'm sure there's other motorcycle companies out there that have this, but this is something that's going to be coming out, so I'm curious to see where this goes. But anyways, the Yamaha self-balancing motorcycle is a little bit different. they changed it to where it's called the Active Mass Center Control System. So unlike the Honda unit, which moves the front wheel to balance it, the Yamaha uses the rear wheel and the whole chassis to keep things on level. And I'm going to be putting a video up here, and I'm sorry if it's going to be flipped horizontally and everything's going to be kind of weird looking. I just don't want to get copyright claimed. I don't want to get a copyright strike. I don't know how Yamaha deals with their stuff. I don't want this video taken down. So anyways, as you can kind of see, the middle part where it looks like those canisters are there, they're moving around, and it's just like, I don't know, it's super balanced in the center, if you can kind of see that. But it's a really neat concept bike, and to be quite honest, I actually kind of like the look of it. If motorcycles, sport bikes specifically, go towards this, I think that's pretty cool. It looks almost like an alien like bug. I don't know. Anyways, Yamaha and Honda are putting out some really cool stuff out there at the Tokyo show, and the show is still going on, and I can't wait till the EICMA show is going to start in Italy next month. So be prepared for more motorcycle news and things like that in the future. So if you like this stuff, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and right next to it there's the notification bell button. I'm going to be doing a lot more motorcycle news stuff, so whenever you click that and you do it, you get notified every single time I post a video. With that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later. Ride safe.